Yeah, I put it like this. If there's one thing that I can say going into game 3, I would venture, unless Kyrie Irving is out of gas, and that is entirely possible, right? I was just thinking about like, oh, is it the Boston thing? And everybody wants to give all the credit to the Boston crowd for getting in his head. No, I just think he might be tired.
Let's go. Let's you and me agree right here, right now, to give no credit to the people of Boston.
That's fine for me. Okay, that's fine for me because I don't know if you've known this, Dan Devine. Boston's kind of been on my ass the past day or so. Okay,
yeah, I saw a couple things about that.
Not just Boston, because it's Boston and
you're a conversation starter, Vinny, and we love that about you.
A shit starter. That's fine. I can take all that. I ain't tripping, right? But to the Kyrie point, tonight I felt like Kyrie got better looks. I thought he had decent looks in game 1. I feel like tonight he had better looks, especially at the rim, but he just couldn't get it going. You know what I mean? Like the length. I'm wondering if Kyrie being the smallest player on the floor, even though, Jrue Holiday's not necessarily tall, but he's 6'4", long, stocky. Derek White is light in the pants, but long, springy, got hops, as we saw against, PJ Washington. Like, it's just length and it's hands, and you're wondering, man, is this the point where the deficiencies of this type of offense is going to come to bear? Like, Kyrie's going to play better, right? He's going to shoot better. He's going to hit shots. He hasn't hit a 3-point shot this series. I guarantee you that changes in the first quarter of game 3, right? But will that be enough considering what happens on the other side if Jason Tatum gets going offensively and if Kristaps Porzingis has another game like he had in game 1? It feels like there are more paths for Boston to win than there are for Dallas to even get more than a couple games.
Couple things on that, because I think you're right. I think what we're seeing so far is just like the Celtics don't need to have one guy go off. It can, it's a game of whack-a-mole. You plug up.
Whack-a-mole? What the hell is that?
It's like a arcade kind of game. You hit the little thing that pops up out of the hole with a hammer.
Oh, okay, got you.
You hit that,
okay,
and then another one pops up somewhere else.
I thought you were giving me some Two Americas. I was about to say, what the hell are you doing, Dan Devine?
All right, plugging up a dam. You put the.
I got you. No, I got it.
Right.
Once you said you have like the little hammer thing. You pop one, something else comes up. Got you.
That's exactly
I'm with
right.
You. We on the same page.
There we go. In this case, one America right now, me and you. But yeah, so like the Celtics are a situation where you put one guy down, another one's going to pop up. They create problems in a lot of different areas. Dallas creates giant problems with two guys, and if you can mitigate one of them, you are in business. And I think, to your point, like Kyrie is going to play better. He's going to shoot better. I think it is entirely possible. You are right. But through 4 games against the Celtics this season, 2 regular season, 2 playoff, Kyrie Irving has 70 points on 31 for 80 shooting. He's 4 for 22 from 3 against the Celtics this year. 13-7 assist to turnover ratio, so under 2-1. And he's taken 4 free throws in 120 minutes.
Whew.
Kyrie, the Kyrie that we saw throughout most of this postseason run, throughout much of the regular season, certainly throughout that last couple of months when Dallas really went on the run, that guy has not been available against the Boston Celtics. And I think a lot of it is, as you mentioned, the physicality, the strength and the versatility defensively of Derek White and Jrue Holiday. And then also when he's able to gain the lane on those guys, there's length behind him and around him sort of everywhere. So the shots that are available to Kyrie, generally speaking, are the spectacular ones. And if, again, I think Boston has generally played the odds on it and said, if he's going to make 15 of those, all right, we'll deal with it. But we don't think he's going to get 15 of those up and he's going to make them. And through 4 games against this team so far, Luka has had, I think, 30 points or triple doubles or 30-point triple doubles in all 4 of the games he's played against Boston this year. And Boston's 4-0. And that's, I think, where you have to look at with it. Another point I just quickly want to make on it. Yeah. You mentioned when we get to the crunch time there and it's down 5, minute and 15 left. There's should have been called a foul, but it wasn't. What happens after that play, I think, is interesting because Boston, to that point, had not been beating the crunch time offense allegations, right? Like all of the concerns about the way that they play in crunch time, where it can get meandering and aimless, and maybe why did you make that pass? Why did you take that shot? That stuff was all cropping up. when they get the ball, they push down after that block on PJ Washington. They did something really smart, which is as soon as they saw Kyrie Irving push PJ Washington up, PJ Washington runs back into the play, and Kyrie was guarding up on the perimeter, and Kyrie says, "No, you guard up high, I'll go low." So Kyrie retreats back to the corner to guard Jason Tatum. Other side of the floor, Luka Doncic is low. He's guarding Al Horford. So you got Tatum and Horford in the corners, Luka and Kyrie guarding them. Boston sees it, takes a beat, realizes it, goes into two-man action, Derek White, Jaylen Brown, because guess what? If we beat one guy up at the top, if Jaylen Brown can beat Maxi Kleber off the dribble, there is only Luka Doncic gassed and not moving that great, and Kyrie Irving gassed and maybe not moving that great as the low guys to protect the rim. Guess who's not protecting the rim? Is those two guys. So Jaylen Brown gets in, gets the layup, bucket, hammer, nail, coffin, and then there you go from there. So like that was a moment of poised play that, again, we do not always associate the word poise with Boston's late game offense. Right. But in that situation, they recognized who was where and how to manipulate the chessboard. And in a shaky couple of minutes, it got them across the finish line into a 2-0 lead.